In 1990, Nintendo wanted to absolutely rock the world with the greatest gaming event out there, the Nintendo World Championships. Nintendo wanted to go all out with this thing. They hired the same group who worked on the opening ceremonies for the Olympics to set up the competition arena, for God's sake. They wanted this thing to be huge. The competition was mainly inspired by the 1989 movie The Wizard, which was a butterball of a family movie focused on a little boy named Jimmy. He had PTSD after the tragic death of his sister, however he had some insane skills at NES games. And fast forwarding 80 minutes, we'll show you Jimmy competing in Video Armageddon, a video game competition that actually unveiled Super Mario Bros. 3 to North America. For some reason, Jimmy knew the secret to achieving the warp whistle, but hey, I'm not gonna read too much into it. What am I, one of those fabled virgins I'm always hearing about? The Nintendo World Championships was inspired by the event in the movie and definitely took a few key ideas from it, such as the finals taking place at Universal Studios. The competition started on March 8th, 1990, as Nintendo went on a cross-country road trip, setting shop up in various different cities for players to compete for a chance to become a finalist. The event was organized by 3 different areas: the competition arena, the power walk, and the super stage, with players being grouped by under 11, 12 to 17, and 18 and over. The competition arena housed 102 stations, with the Nintendo World Championships game cartridge playable. Players would play to achieve the highest score, and those who succeeded the most would move on. The Power Walk housed 120 game stations that were filled to the brim with new and upcoming Nintendo games ripe for the playing. And the Super Stage was live entertainment on repeat, including music, game tips, game previews, and more. The big finale of the event took place on December 7th through the 9th in 1990 at Universal Studios. There was no definitive winner of the championships, just 3 winners from each age group, that being Jeff Hansen for 11 and under, Thor Ackerland for 12 to 17, and Robert Whitman for 18 and over. Thor Ackerland is basically Darwinism with thumbs because he won the most out of everybody, scoring over an insane 2,800,000 points. Other contestants would receive all different kinds of prizes, such as NWC merch and scholarship money, while the 3 top winners went home with a 1990 Geo Metro, 40-inch television, Gold Mario Trophy, a $10,000 savings bond, and the only one we give a piss about to this day, the cartridge. 90 finalists were given the Nintendo World Championships 1990 game cartridge, which is what the entirety of this competition surrounded. This cartridge features 3 games: Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. Dip switches on the outside change up the time limit for the competition, but the standard time limit used in the championships was 6 minutes 21 seconds. To start up, you have to press start on the second controller, and you're flung into Super Mario Bros., where you have to collect 50 coins as quickly as possible. Once the 50th coin is achieved, you're flung into Rad Racer, where you simply have to finish the race. And then the final game, Tetris, where you just have to rack up as many points as possible. There's loads of stress that can go into this, but the player has to keep in mind the score multipliers. Mario is multiplied by 1, Rad Racer by 10, and Tetris by 25. So you really want to get through Mario and Rad Racer as quickly as possible to get to Tetris. This cartridge is considered the holy grail of gaming. There are 2 variants out there, one in a gray cartridge that was used in competitions and were given to finalists, and the gold cartridge a la The Legend of Zelda that was given out as a special Nintendo Power giveaway. The gray cartridge is limited to 90 copies, while the gold cartridge is limited to 26. While other games are definitely much more rare, even other Nintendo competition cartridges, the Nintendo World Championships 1990 cartridge is just obtainable enough that it makes it more iconic and desirable to most. Now that's of course in comparison to something like the Nintendo Campus Challenge 1991 cartridge, where only one of them exists. I mean, sorry, but none of us are really gonna ever own that. With just over 100 copies of the cartridge in existence, it makes NWC 1990 a pipe dream, but definitely a possibility in a game collection.